All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live. Today's going to be a very, well, it might not be brief. It depends on how things go. But today's an Ask Me Anything and bit of a evidence presentation when it comes to a little something that I'm contending with right now. A lot of you have asked me if I'm okay. Not okay. But at this moment, at least, I'm in a safe place on the road. I know what I gotta do. And fortunately, I'm able to share with you step by step along the way what I'm contending with, why I'm contending with it, what I'm up against, and just a certain pattern that women like me have to deal with. In the past, things like what I'm dealing with, you never really learned the details about because there wasn't such a thing as the internet or live streaming. People didn't have the capacity of sharing information, you know, day by day on blogs or websites or whatnot. Fortunately, I was born with a certain advantage to where I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to technology, and I have a lot of courage. But I just think about quite a few African American women, Black women over the years who have contended with groups like what I'm contending with, who may have had somewhat of a voice, but never were able to get the real details out there about what's happening to them. And it makes me very sad because if the details had been known, I think the world would be a better place today. So I'm going to go ahead and wait a few minutes for some of you to come into the chat room. And then I'm going to play some clips from some streams earlier today in regards to what is being said about me. There's quite a few lies in addition to the other lies that have been piled on and piled on when it comes to me for over a decade now. I have definitely been contending with a group of white supremacists, neo-Nazis, and white nationalists. I have been a major target for them due to my history, my present, and what could potentially be my future. The primary ones who seem to be the mouthpieces for the group as of current are three public figures. And there's others behind the scenes, but the primary identifiable three public figures are the following individuals: William Brace, Brace Mabry, and Amber Hall. When it comes to the two women, these are two racist, narcissistic, white mothers. They are both married, and their husbands are very well aware of their online activity and their actions that have been taken against me that have the intent of pushing me to suicide. That's the goal. How are we going to kill Alexandra Mayers? That's the goal. As of current, a false rumor is being put out there about me as of today that I said that I am going to murder people. I have never stated those words. I never said I was going to murder anyone. But as of today, William Brace has publicly stated that I said I would murder people. No. And it's very important to remember that from a legislative standpoint nowadays, online interaction is akin to in-person interaction. Really, there's no differentiation. So if you're not afraid to use racial slurs against me, to say horrific things to me online, why would you be afraid to say these same things to my face, in person, physically? Why would you be afraid? But these people are very afraid of me right now. And they're going as far as to say that I'm schizophrenic, I'm not. None of these people are psychologists or psychiatric professionals. None of them have any medical degrees. I'm not schizophrenic. Again, they're lying and saying that I'm going to murder people. Those words have never come out of my mouth. So, from what I was told today and from what the clips I'm going to play the audio for many of you today are going to reflect, is that they're going to get in contact with the FBI. Good. Good. Because the FBI is quite aware of a lot of the streamers' activities who are linked to the white supremacist, neo-Nazi, white nationalist groups, linked to the ip2 community, which is a part of the IRL streaming community. And please bring me in so that we can bring the people that I'm noting today in as well. And you know, all of us with the FBI officials can sit and watch the years of clips of the normalization of incitement of violence against people of color, the normalization of racial slurs, the targeted harassment against vulnerable individuals, and quite a few horrific things. In fact, I think it would be wonderful for all those Discord servers that these individuals utilize to be opened wide up and put those messages, private, public, whether you're a member of these Discord servers or not, they can be put on record for all time for everyone to see. Because it's time. When I first became aware of what's going on in the ip2 affiliated IRL community, and I saw particularly how especially one young man who's a young man of color was being regarded and treated, I knew I needed to stick around and see exactly what's what. Now, as of today, the public figure known as Mabry, she has gone on record, she stated publicly, that from her perspective, the outcast owls are racist. Interesting, very interesting. Because her good friend, Brace, I would say is on the same tier when it comes to racism. Actually, I would say Brace is a bit higher when it comes to the years of normalization he's attempted to move forward with when it comes to quite a few racial slurs and attitudes that are meant to incite violence against people who look like me. But she's very concerned about the outcast owl's racism. Neither of the men who are the outcast owls that I'm aware of ever used the N-word towards me or to describe me. I'm not saying that behind closed doors it never happened, but I'm not aware of it. So what's really going on here? Is this some sort of a white supremacy where one group wants to take out another group? I don't really know. But what I do know is that I'm a single 43-year-old woman who's alone in this world. Today, Brace doxed one of my family members. You know, he likes to cry about someone else who likes to normalize quite a bit of racism against people of color, someone known as OG Majestic Lion, doxing him. But he's okay with doxing me. I mean, everyone's doxing, so why even bother hiding who you are? Why conceal anything? Just be who you are, say what you want, let the chips fall where they may. Because they will. They will, but don't lie about me. Tell the truth. Because the truth will always come out. Even if it doesn't come out within our lifetimes, it's going to come out at some point in time. It definitely will. So I'm going to take a look at the chat, and then we're going to go through some clips, just the audio of some clips, but I will post these clips in their original form video for those of you who may want to take a look. And there's just a lot of clips. I mean, as I was saying last night, I'm literally lied about and called the N-word on a daily basis. And I'm a very strong woman, but I am a human being. I mean, come on. And I guess, you know, it's okay for these people to drink and get crazy on stream. You know, on the rare occasion I do, It's such a horrible thing. You know, there's so many double standards when it comes to what's okay for neo-Nazi white nationalists and white supremacists to do opposed to me. And keep in mind, I'm one person going up quite a few people, going up against quite a few people. Quite a few. And I don't expect anyone to care. I don't expect anyone to take me seriously, because really the way our society is structured, you're not supposed to take somebody seriously who's somebody like me. I mean, look at my background, look at what I look like, look at everything about me. Everything about me is wrong. Everything about the others is right. So, it just is what it is. It really is what it is. For your own good, Parker, don't get involved. Don't. I don't know you well, but I do believe that you have a good heart. And this is not something that you should be involved in. Not at all, because it's not going to end well. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are really evil people. They literally are evil. So they're going to get loud. Demons always scream the loudest at the end. So let me bring up some of these video clips. I think it's important for some of you to hear what's been said today. Just give me a moment. But especially if you have a family, don't get involved. Just don't, because these people, I know what they go after. I've seen what white nationalists and white supremacists and neo-Nazis attached to the adult entertainment industry can do. And that was kind of my training ground, okay? These people are worse. Believe it or not, they are worse. They really are. And I'm touching on a theme now that is not supposed to be talked about. And it's the element of how these particular groups specifically utilize white women who are the mothers of sons to come after any person of color who's able to identify them, who knows what their activity is, who can just properly state what is going on here. So, I mean, I got to give these people a certain level of credit for their organization or organizational skills. They're good, but they're not great. They're just good at what they do. So let me go ahead and put my earbuds in so I can get to the appropriate parts of these clips. And again, the FBI does need to get involved. Actually, they are involved, but they need to be involved more. Because I'll tell you this, if I'm living in a country, meaning the United States of America, where the FBI is going to condone the normalization of racial slurs, if the FBI is going to enable that, if the FBI is going to enable and condone the incitement of violence against people of color, then every single African American, every single American needs to be aware of that now, so that people who need to leave this country can start making moves to do so. Because this isn't the kind of country I thought I grew up in, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. All right, so let me cue some things up. All right, the following clip is a clip from today from Brace's public podcast. It's a conversation between Mabry and Brace, specifically about me. I'll provide commentary as I play it.
Oh, man. So what's been going on? I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah, you keep on missing my podcast. I noticed that.
I know. I haven't really.
So my people in my chat said apparently the devil did a stream.
I just recorded it.
No. Well, I don't know anything about it because I don't watch it. But they were saying she did a stream. She said she's going on a road trip and she's gonna kill everybody.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Now, just so that all of you know, these people refer to me as the devil. Okay? They refer to me as the N-word, a whole bunch of things. But they specifically do refer to me as the devil. Very important for all of you to realize, okay?
Not true.
Yeah, I just recorded it because...
send it to the cops. Send it to the cops, dude.
All right. So Brace is prompting Mabry to send my clips to law enforcement. And she absolutely should, if what she perceives me as saying is a danger. But keep in mind, I never said I was going to kill anybody or murder anybody. I never said that. But her perception, why would she perceive that? Why would she think that? And why would somebody who feels that I'm schizophrenic or crazy or completely invalid when it comes to anything I have to say consistently watch my live streams and record them?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the cops today because she is threatening to physically come to our locations. She's also, she's saying she's going to end up on the news.
I can go anywhere in this country I want, or anywhere I'm allowed to go, because I have zero criminal record. I've never even had a DUI. Nothing. Why can't I visit various states? You've all seen me travel throughout the United States since when? September of 2020? And even prior to that, I've always traveled quite a bit. But now, I'm not supposed to go anywhere because of the 3 white supremacist, neo-Nazi, white nationalists who we're discussing today. They must think that they're very powerful people. Interesting, isn't it?
That she's going to deal with it in person, and we'll all see it on the news, because she's gotten so many death threats from, all of my alts and me and Amber. She has our full names in the title, first and last.
You're public figures. You've all stated your own names on quite a few occasions. But you all know my name. Why is it okay to know my legal name and almost everything about me? Things that are public, things that are not. Why is it okay for everything to be known about me but not about you when you're normalizing and inciting violence against people of color? Why is all that okay? Well, I guess because somehow they're supposed to be above and beyond people like me.
She also said that I was in Ganville's chat saying shit about her, which I don't go into Ganville's chat. And
so you say. There seems to be someone utilizing her alias, which is Chicken Cakes, saying quite a few things about me that I have heard her verbally say and that I have seen her say in written text form. But, anonymous alt's easy to hide, isn't it?
At all. She just said a whole bunch of bullshit, but yeah.
You need to fucking call the police and send it to them.
Yeah, I am. I'm just.
Well, if you really want to get hardcore, send it to the FBI.
Yes, and that's the theme of this conversation. It all needs to be sent to the FBI, according to Brace. And according to Brace, he somehow has protection from the FBI. That's something that he has noted on a variety of occasions. So that would tell me that there's some sort of a white supremacist, white nationalist, neo-Nazi element within the FBI that is allowing, for some reason, him to normalize the incitement of violence against people of color and the normalization of racial slurs against people of color via the ip2 affiliated IRL community. Well, I wonder why that would be.
They'll show up to her house in like fucking 2 hours.
He even knows the time frame. They'll show up in 2 hours.
Again, she doesn't have a fucking house.
Well, she lives in Houston, Texas with her father.
And there's the doxing. Are you sure I live in Houston, Texas with my father? Are you sure about that? My father's an elderly man. Stellar career, no criminal history. But Brace sure is quick to go after him because, well, it's a black man, and we all know how Brace feels about black males.
Not at the moment, I don't think.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm going to do that, and
who's really stalking
I have to
who?
forward it to my attorney as well.
Yes. Well,
they're getting attorneys involved.
An attorney will know the best way to deal with it.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, you know, I'm out of money. I can't deal with this anymore in that manner. I'm like, you haven't done anything. What are you talking about?
If I haven't done anything, why so much conversation about me? Why are you calling law enforcement on me? Why are you calling the FBI if I haven't done anything? I'm an impoverished, black, older woman, no children, no husband, no nothing. Yet, for some reason...
Crazy.
It's full-blown schizophrenia. It's full-blown schizophrenia.
And now Brace is a psychiatric professional. I have full-blown schizophrenia. Okay. Says the man who never leaves his house and sits in front of a green screen. Says the man who is very good friends with another live streamer known as Attila, who, as of current, he's saying quite a few off-color things about. There's a lot of things going on with Brace. But I'm the full-blown schizophrenic? Okay.
Whatever it is, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, obviously it is dangerous, and it should be dealt with before she actually fucking goes fucking,
Yeah, postal.
Whatever you want to call it, yes.
I'm going to go postal, even though I have zero criminal history, by the way.
I know.
British B says it's all her fault. It is her fault because she's psychotic and
I'm psychotic.
She makes videos harassing people nonstop. And
I make videos harassing people of public streams utilizing fair use. So it's okay for other clippers to make all kinds of clips, but my clips are a problem. Why? Because you can't control my clips and they show a little something about you that you don't want shown or known? I'll tell you what, Brace, you need to get in contact with your daddy and tell him everything that you've been up to. Because if we're going to get the FBI involved, that whole Brace family is going to be involved pretty damn quick. Get on the phone with daddy, you sick son of a bitch.
She gets mad when anybody says anything about it. Like, what the fuck?
I know. She keeps saying I'm racist. I'm like, there's no proof of me ever being racist anywhere.
Really? There's no proof of you ever being racist, Mabry? Even though day after day you go on a podcast with your good friend who normalizes utilization of the N-word to describe people like me, who incites violence against people like me, who strategically targets people like me. Yeah, okay. You just enable it, but you yourself are not racist, but you're calling the outcast owls now racist. Mabry, please get law enforcement involved, because all this needs to be on record. Because I'm wondering how much your husband feeds into this shit. Because he...
I'm fucking bitch. Like, you're not... I don't care what color your skin is.
Yes,
you're just a fucking asshole. You're a psychotic asshole. You're crazy. All right? I'm not using any racial slurs. You're just an asshole.
It's not even about racial slurs. This woman's never met me in person. I tried for so many times to talk some sense into her. Actually, the Outcast Owls hosted a conversation between she and I. And I let her know, you know what, sometimes you got to agree to disagree, but she keeps coming at me. She wants to say I'm after her, but what, I'm not supposed to be able to defend myself or document what's happening, even though she made herself a public figure? She can only deal with flattery, not criticism. Which is probably why she's exactly where she is in her life right now. And will always be.
Everybody knows I'm not racist. They
Oh,
know
everyone
that.
knows you're not racist? Damn straight you are racist, of the worst kind. Gonna run around screaming the N-word at everybody online, probably offline too. But then you say, oh, I'm gonna say this, but I'm not racist. I'm gonna encourage racism in a multitude of youngsters, but I'm not racist. You're so full of shit, Brace, that by the end of this, I have a feeling that you're going to be forever seen as exactly what you proclaim me to be. You're trash.
I let any type of person on my stream, long as they're cool, right?
I know. Same with me. I'm not fucking racist.
And as of current, Brace has been witness exploiting an African-American autistic individual
Ridiculous.
on his live stream.
And the whole stream, she was also going over how white women discourage racial relationships.
All right, let's forget about this crappy song.
She's fucking, she's off her fucking rocker. And if she's threatening violence, she needs to fucking...
Never threatened violence.
Do some time for it.
Never did.
Right.
Never did, but I should do time for it. I'll tell you who needs to be locked up and institutionalized. Most likely, at least. Brace. Am I the one brandishing firearms on my live stream? No, but he does. He absolutely does. Yep. But yeah, please get in contact with the FBI because it's about time. It's about time. And also that little case that you like to hide behind from the past, Brace, that might need to be reopened considering your activity today and where you claimed to be when the incident happened, but that your mother may have lied about.
All I know is I have a cute little kitty.
I know.
Okay, so let's go to the next clip. The next clip. Just give me a moment. I'm not going to delete any comments today because the harassment and the stalking and what I'm contending with does need to be seen. It needs to be seen. This is a very organized group who does have the agenda of seeing me gone. Okay, now in this clip, he goes into explaining about how the FBI works as he perceives it and instructs not only Mabry, but another woman known as Crystal in regards to how to make a report on me. And again, anyone who feels like they're in danger when it comes to me, by all means, because the truth is out there. And I know damn well what I said, what I didn't say, and there is video evidence. Perception is an interesting thing. And often when people feel guilty, they do perceive things that they think happened that didn't in actuality happen. We're looking at mentally ill people calling me mentally ill, which is interesting.
And they'll assign a personal agent.
Wait, let's rewind just a little bit.
A personal agent.
A little bit more.
And they'll assign a FBI office in your state. And they'll assign a personal agent.
And she was like, oh, and we're the, you guys are the couple.
we're not a couple.
And for some reason,
I know, but this...
Mabry and Brace, they do push a certain narrative. The narrative seems to be that because I couldn't sleep with Brace, you all have seen him, okay? Because I haven't slept with Brace, I'm after them. And Mabry likes to claim that anyone that is associated with her or anyone who's associated with him, I go after. Now, the truth is that individuals associated with them both, I've chosen to completely cut any contact with for my own safety. But do I target anyone and everyone who's associated with them? Absolutely not. No.
This is what
Not
I've heard.
that way.
No.
I know what she meant.
Yeah, no. That's not what I was saying.
You all know I'm happily married.
I'm not saying that at all. That's not what I meant by that.
Cancel.
This woman, Crystal,
yes,
actually
I did
seems to
reject
make a
her.
lot
I
of
did
sense, which
reject
is
her because
interesting.
She sent me some fucking psychotic messages out of nowhere.
And those messages were not from me. The messages that he's referencing. He's been referencing forever. It's a part of this false narrative that I sent him some sort of messages and I never did. I think he sent those messages to himself, really, just to create drama, because this is somebody who needs a tremendous amount of attention and has no way to gain that attention, being that he just sits in front of a green screen being racist all day and inciting violence against people of color on behalf of a white nationalist, neo-Nazi, white supremacist group.
Yeah, fucking, I had no idea what the fuck was going on. She said I was teaming up with fucking Donnie Long, and fucking I was trying to...
Well, he already did, but that was a fail. The thing about the individual known as Donnie Long is that he's a hardcore criminal. And these people in this group didn't realize it at first, but they know now, so they want to disassociate. But at one point in time, they did communicate. I do know this for a fact.
And I told her to fuck off. I didn't want to talk to her anymore, dude.
Yeah, I saw the messages.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you have the messages because you helped them create the messages.
She hates that. That's what I keep saying is why she's after me from the start, was because I became friends with Good Times, and she...
No, Carolyn had been monitoring me and studying me for quite a while. She actually approached me first. I never sought the bitch out. No one does, because she's a nobody.
She tried to knock that down last night. That was another thing that she tried to dismiss. I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's harsh.
I did see something about, some about Controlla, or maybe that's what Good Time said, something about she was going after Controlla.
No, Controlla said live on her stream, she said, you got me in trouble for me just being on your podcast. And now I'm fucking, this person's coming after me and shit.
But I think they had like a beef prior to that.
They did.
To the owl thingy, the owl guys.
Yeah, they did.
So now we're going back to the outcast owls, a lot of deflection, detraction, back to the individual known as Controlla, who really has very little to do with this entire situation.
It's kind of white knighting for Controlla, and then suddenly that stopped. I'm assuming because Controlla was on Good Times podcast the night before. So...
And those owl guys, I mean, I don't want to be a part of it, but
I can deal with this if you want to send me some clips about her threatening people.
There's some psychos.
I can contact the FBI on my own. I can deal with that.
And he should.
Maybe they
It's not that hard. It's not that hard if I can contact the FBI. Every state, they have their own FBI agency. And they'll assign you a personal agent to deal with shit, all right?
Well, yeah, especially because now the fact that she said this last night, that she's now going to deal with this in person, and we might all see it unfold on the news. Like, she knows where we live, so she's making, like, full-on threats. Yeah, so.
Well, you know where my father lives. You made that public. Pot calling the kettle black. And I travel all over the place. I can go anywhere I want. I have no criminal history. What are you afraid of? Really? And please, again, do not lie and say that I was going to kill people or murder people. I never said that. That's your perception. That's not the reality.
I recorded it before it gets taken down.
Oh, it's not going to be taken down. Don't worry about
It's already 9:30. I'm going to get off here. I'll try to be back on if I possibly can, but I got to get around and get my dog.
No worries.
All right, so she had to get going, meaning the girl known as Crystal. Let's go on to the next clip. Let me take a look at the chat. half of what you're saying, I'm just not going to address. Someone's asking why I target older white men. Why do so many older white men target middle-aged black women? Can you answer that? Ask Kamala Harris about that. Ask her. Ask Michelle Obama about that. There's a lot of people that you can ask. Someone's saying Crystal is a racist as well. That's a shame. All right, let's go to the next clip. Let's cue it up. And no, Parker, I will not be giving you a call ever again, but I do wish you well. All right, now in this clip features Brace and Hall having a conversation. Important for you to hear. And again, it's important to realize that both of these women, our mothers and their husbands, are very aware of their online activity against people of color, namely African American women. Okay, very important to realize. Because that's who's funding this hate campaign. These racist white men married to these racist white women. Okay. Here we are. This woman's husband is very aware of Brace. Very aware.
I do know. I'm not saying I'm a hacker and I know crazy shit about the internet, but I can like fucking go into game code and fucking alter and shit. All right.
Can I time out that comment?
What comment? What comment? Who is it?
This is why are there kids in your...
And Amber is in control and part of Brace's live stream chat, just so that all of you know, as a moderator.
Kids on your podcast. Never mind, I thought you said in your pocket. Easy E always has kids in the background on his.
So she's got her
BG.
children in the background again screaming. The online streaming community is more important to her than tending to her minor age children.
Is that BG? I banned BG from my YouTube chat.
Did you? Yeah, he's probably on an alt.
He was being fucking full blown retarded earlier.
Now, when he says that someone's being retarded, that's when someone disagrees with him. At this point in time, it does appear that the individual known as BG is not okay with what's happening.
Yes, he's a jerk, and everybody can tell it. I thought someone's asked. I thought he asked about kids in your pocket. I didn't want to pick the podcast.
Okay. Let's get past the music.
First hits is probably BG also.
So they're identifying
Yes,
BG's
that's what I'm
alt.
talking about. Telling people that. Easy E.
And the reason that he plays this crappy music over what's being said at times is so that the streams are by default hit for copyright. He doesn't want people to clip what he's saying, so he does play the music when there's things being said when it comes to the organizing of the continued stalking and harassment and incitement of violence against various targets. That's the system.
When his for me.
So have you called the FBI yet?
No, I'm not gonna call the FBI. I called my local sheriff's office.
Alright, well, you disappointed me. I'm not talking to you, dude. You're not fucking holding up, dude.
All right, so he gets upset because she called her local sheriff's office, or so she claimed, instead of the FBI. And Brace's goal is to get as many people who are involved in white nationalism, neo-Nazi activity, or white supremacy to make an FBI report against me, utilizing false claims, saying that I said I was going to murder people, though I never spoke those words.
You gotta get in contact with the FBI. So you're just doing this for drama. You're doing this for drama, dude. I don't want to hear about it.
So when these women don't do what he wants them to do, they're doing it for drama. And he doesn't let them be a part of his, whatever his community or his circle is. Right? But when they do, they get to be brought back into the fold.
No longer.
All right, here we go.
Listen, the FBI can't do anything fast enough, so there's be on the lookout from the local sheriff's office.
No,
Yes.
trust me. No, trust me. No, I
They
know.
can't do anything fast enough.
FBI can literally find somebody in like fucking 24 hours.
But what does the FBI need to do to me? Why do I need to be found? What have I done? What have I done? Who's really stalking who? Something to think about, right? But I must be found, according to these people. I must be taken into custody, institutionalized, imprisoned, and why? Because I chose to show a different perspective in regards to who they are and what they've been up to. Because I decided to fight for my rights as an American citizen. Because I want peace. Because I don't want the normalization of racism to continue and I'm willing to call it out. That's why. Well, by all means, if there's people in the FBI that are on the side of people like this, then yeah, I definitely need to be picked up. Definitely.
The entire country. Alright? You're full of shit. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're just promoting drama without wanting to do anything about the real fucking sickness.
Yeah, the real sickness is the rise of white supremacy within the United States of America. From sources external to the United States of America, as we saw within Nika Ostowick, aka the Jokeress, and from sources within the United States of America, who for the most part tend to be racist, narcissistic, white American mothers involved in neo-Nazi, white supremacist, and white nationalist groups who do strategically, on a consistent basis, target African American women, generally for no other reason outside of jealousy and envy.
That is infected it, alright? You're fucking retarded.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people are fucking retarded, huh? A lot of people. Let's see, anything else I wanted to show or share? Let's see. Okay, so here Brace goes into why he believes I need to be reported on the federal level. Okay?
So obviously that shit, because it's crossed state lines, it needs to be reported on the federal level. Like fucking, and these people are fucking retarded. These people are retarded.
Anyone who doesn't
They're
do what he says, he calls retarded.
I don't know what to do about it. I can give you a phone number to your local FBI right now.
He will
if
give you
want,
the phone
right?
number.
You're fucking retarded as shit.
He will give you the phone number to call.
It's been reported.
Oh, but at the end, Amber seems to have sent him a message saying that she did report me to the FBI. So she made a false report.
Alright, Amber. Alright, it's been reported. Well, you don't want to admit it on my stream. You don't want to admit it on my stream.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I was asking. If you guys actually followed through with fucking get this crazy bitch fucking locked up in a mental institution.
Yes. The objective is to get me locked up in a mental institution, or worse. They'd rather see me dead. That's what they would rather see. So I will put these clips into video form and post them at some point when I am able to. But I did want to share that in the event that things happen, because I have a feeling things are going to happen very, 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 very quickly at this stage. So let me take a look at the chat. Bully me all you want. Dismiss all you want what I'm contending with. And I hope that none of you ever have to walk in my shoes, because you wouldn't survive it. You just wouldn't. I understand why I've gone through certain things in my life. It was to make me stronger. So I'm not going to get rid of any of these comments. I mean, you can detract, you can say whatever you want to say, paint the false narratives. It doesn't matter to me at this point. But people who know, they know. They know. They know. So, in the name of Jesus Christ, thank you very much for giving me a brain. Thank you for helping me retain my sanity. And thank you for enabling me to be a lot faster than others normally would be in this kind of a situation. God is great. God is great. I pity those who don't believe in God or a higher power, because it's real. Take care. Have a great day. See y'all later on the flip side. Bye-bye.